Hey guys, this is Reggie with Stock Talk. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. And I'm just gonna go over a few things. First of all, this video, I'm telling you what the video is about. It's about my strategy, how I trade, right? This is a particular strategy that's worked very well for me with using technical analysis. I do ask that you watch the whole video all the way through because I will go over little things that can help you out. I'll give you new ideas, or hey, if you have suggestions for me, leave it in the comments section, right? So look through the whole video. If you're new to trading, I highly recommend you grab a pen and paper and write down terms I may use for you to research later and look them up. Because again, I started off as learning on YouTube. Well, I fine-tuned my trading skills with YouTube, and sometimes people will show a certain strategy, and I would be like, man, what is that? Like, what are you talking about? And I would stop, look at other videos, and I'll completely forget where I was at on that video. So just write down things that you don't understand, and then just keep watching the video. And hopefully, I'll answer them as we go along. Or if you can't figure it out, you can leave a question in the comment section, and I'll answer it. All right. So on that note, let's roll. So today this is the first trading day after Christmas, right? So if you're watching this video in the future from now, the information is still valid as far as the trading strategy. Obviously, the numbers are different. So let's go to my TD Ameritrade mobile screenshot. I do a screenshot because that way I can edit stuff out, so I won't be hacked or all that stuff. That would not be a good thing. And so I traded SPY, right? So I'm gonna go over the gems I found today. I look at hundreds of stocks a day, and today I found some. I thought I was gonna trade them, and then after the market opened, they didn't look good as they did in pre-market, and so I went another direction. Because today was kind of a flat day, wasn't a lot of volume, and I think that may continue on throughout the week. Especially, I've been thinking about that for the last 2 weeks. So anyway, why did I buy this SPY debit spread, right? So I did this debit spread. A debit spread is when you buy one and you sell one, right? And you collect the difference. So I do debit spreads, but with the plan on when the options expire, they both expire in the money, and my broker will have me buy 100 shares of each contract and also sell 100 shares of each contract, and I keep the difference. So like here, this is a 368 call, and then a 360. Then I sold a 369 call. So the maximum amount of money I can make will be the difference between that, which is $1. And each contract is worth 100 shares, right? So that's $100 is the most we can make on this. And so at the time, so when I purchased this, it cost me $50. So my goal is to double my money. And on certain things, like if there's an amount of risk of uncertainty, I just look to double my money. If I'm almost like, more, if I'm like 60, 75% sure it's going to move a certain direction, I'll take a little bit more risk and be a little bit more bullish, right? But playing it safe, I go half, right? And I go $1. Because you can also go out, let's say you wanted to make $300 and you want to go three positions wide. That usually is cheaper, but I like to just do 100, $1 wide spreads, and then just buy multiple contracts. So, because to me that's safer than trying to spread it out. But to each his own, right? So we have this SPY call I bought for $50, and then today it expired today, and it expired in the moolah, right? So this is SPY, and SPY closed today at 372, and so we were in the money when it closed. And I actually sold it a little earlier. I got pump faked. The market started to turn the downturn on me, and so I got a little pump fake, and I was like, all right, you know what? I lost. I think I left like $40, $50 on the table, maybe. No, I'm sorry. No, I didn't. What I'm talking about. I left $4 on the table. So I was like, yeah, $4. Four times three, that's $12. I'm like, all right, plus the fee. I mean, that stuff does add up, but bird in the hand, man. So this is one of those bird in the hand moments. It's better than two in the bush. So I was like, yeah, let me just go ahead and lock in my gains. So anyway, this is the daily chart of SPY, and I bought that contract here, right, on Christmas Eve. So I knew the market would probably be a little flat. I waited for the dip down. I watched the 5-minute chart and waited for it to dip down, and it did, and it hit, especially when it hit this Bollinger Band. And then I bought, right? So I bought at 367. When it hit 367, I bought the 368 out the money call, and sold the 369, right? Because I know SPY will move more than $2, right? And once if I feel it's at the bottom, I know I can get at least $3 or $4, right? So Monday came, and usually Monday too, people are a little hesitant on Friday, especially Christmas Eve. I was like, all right, they're gonna buy on Monday, and so I felt a little confident, and boom, and I kind of left some money on the table. I should have, I probably could have went to 370. I thought about it. I think I set it for 370, and I backed off. And I always, and sometimes I do that. I'll be like, okay, I'll go three points wide, and then I'll back off one just to be safe. And it's actually worked out for me a lot of times. So I'd rather leave some money on the table than lose money, right? So we're here. And so the play I did for today. And again, if you have any comments, leave it in the comment section. I'll answer you. And I did Apple today. And so then I bought. All right. So now I've purchased this vertical, right? So I did this debit spread, and this is a 378 call and a 379 call, and I went way out to June 6th, and this is me playing it safe, right? Playing it safe, and look how cheap it is, 25 cents. So 25. So normally I don't like time. I feel like, because SPY will mess around. It'll go up in a week by like $5 or $6, and then in one day it'll like take a dump by like five. But in one day your whole week's worth of gains will be gone. So I'm not a big fan of time. Time scares me. But this is a cheap $100. So I'm risking. I bought 4 contracts at $25 each. So that means $1 wide spread, the max I can get per contract will be $100. That's $400. So I'm risking. I bought 4 at $25, so I'm risking $100 to make $400, tripling my moolah, right? So, but you don't want to go big, man. I mean, I can easily do this with $1,000. I don't like going big, man. I like base hits, right? I'm not trying to hit home runs. I don't like risk, right? Because your money, I treat my money like I do my children. And it's like, if I'm gonna leave them somewhere, it's gonna be somewhere I'm comfortable with. Even if I gotta pay a little bit more because it's somebody I trust more, I'll pay a little bit more. Same thing with my stocks, man. If I gotta pay a little bit more to be safe, I will do so. If I will lose if I'll lose some gains to be safe, I'll do that, right? So that's just how I play it, man. Warren Buffett says rule number 1: don't lose money. So it's not June 6th, obviously, right? So we're gonna play this out and see. Now, why did I choose June 6th? Let's go to the technicals. I chose June 6th, and I chose, let's go back, 378, 379. So, and I was kicking myself because I had one order that was better than that, but it didn't fill, and I forgot to do market order. So anyway, we have, and I always do market orders, man. I do market orders. I want it filled. Boom. I'm not gonna nickel and dime. I want to get filled because of things. It moves, and like today, I did a limit order by mistake, and it didn't get filled at all, and on Amazon, and it blew past the number, and I could be in the green right now. So anyway, I'm at 3. Sorry, guys, got the rant and I forgot my number. 379. So I chose 379, right? And that's our resistance here. And the reason why I chose 379, so if we look at the cursor, look at the bottom down here, that's our dates. And so it expires on June 6th, and I'm following my resistance line that I drew, right? So, and it's from this high, actually a previous high way in the back, to this wick here. So let's go to June 6th. June 6th is here, and our high should be at 382, And again, playing it safe, I'm at 379. Give it some room to breathe, right? Give it some. If you do 380, everybody's selling at 379. I don't care if you're trading stocks, they're selling at 379.50. That's what you don't. If you think it's gonna go to 380, you sell before that because you'll see it'll get a few pennies up to 380 and then just retrace back, and you'll be like, what happened? So just beware of that when you're trading. So anyway, I'm here, and that's hoping this because we have almost a double top here. Boom, retrace, boom. It may retrace on me, but I think we'll find support here and we'll break through. So it's got time. It's got time to breathe and to get there. And so a $25 risk, $100, $100 risk to make 400. I'm willing to take that risk. And basically, I'm using the money that I made from Friday, right? Using that profits to try to make more profits, right? I'm not using my base principal investment money or anything. And so that's how I'm going to play SPY. And the reason why I'm doing that, look down here. Our RSI indicator is heading to from oversold. It was too much selling. It's always good when SPY is oversold because that means money is to come. If you're not familiar with SPY, it's most hedge funds are based off of SPY, and your performance is based off of that. It's compared against it. So, and then we have the MacD. And MacD is showing a downtrend, but this blue line is starting to come up, and this pattern is starting to show weakness, right? So that confidence and the RSI being down here gave me the confidence to believe this is the time for this to bust through. Because when it was here, look how high the RSI was. It was separated, it looked like it was coming up, but it just didn't. And here, it's just now starting to separate and come up. And so I do believe, hopefully tomorrow it will be sitting above this line and we'll stay there. If we can stay above this line, I believe June 6th is more enough time for the SPY to hit 379. It's a big jump for the SPY because it doesn't really move that fast, but I believe we have a couple of things to work in our advantage. We have the New Year's. We have New Year's because right now you have hedge fund managers rebalancing their balance sheets. And so we've got New Year's, and I think maybe 2 or 3 days after New Year's, people will start buying again. The volume will be back, and volume will helps price movement. And so even look down here, we've got some volume. And so that helps price movement. It's going to go up. Well, that's what I wanted to do anyway, right? Nobody has the right. Nobody has the right. Remember this on any video you listen to. Nobody has the right to tell a stock which way to go. All we can do is predict. So we have that. We got the reversal down here on the MACD. And so it's plenty of room to breathe. And I usually go shorter, but we've got the new year coming. We have January 4th, where that determines the fate on them, how much power Biden will actually have due to the Senate race in Georgia, where I live, my home state. And so I believe if the Democrats win, I believe there should be a jump in the economy based off of EVs. To be honest with you, EV stocks. I think solar will jump because he's gonna give tax credits and stuff to solar to clean energy companies, and so I got a couple plays for that. So we've got that going on, and so there's a lot going on between now and then. We got the stimulus sign. That checks are going to hit the mail, so we got a lot that's going to push the SPY up. Yeah, you know what I mean. And the SPY, the S&P 500 for me, I say is the stock market, right? Because if the SP 500 is down, the rest of the market is very rare. The SPY is down, the rest of the market is up. You may find a few stocks here and there that you could treasure hunt and find that's up, but for the most part, SPY is that boss. So anyway, I'm going to end this video here. I'm going to make another video on my play on Amazon and some other ones. So don't forget to like and subscribe so you can get notifications, or just look through my channel to find those videos because I want to keep this one short. I thought I'd squeeze them all in on this one, but it's already getting too long, so I like to keep them short for you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to message me. This is Reggie with Stock Talk. I do a pre-market analysis daily. I also I look at hundreds of stocks a day, and when I find little gems, I post and give you some recommendations on how to play them, or you can use your own strategy for those stocks. Anyway, this is Reggie with Stock Talk. I will catch you on the next video.